Thank you, Toot. Thank you, Toot.
Let's pretend I remember how to stream. I almost just ended stream instead of changing the scene. Hi everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Saturday Stitch with me. I hope everyone is out of ads if you're here on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. I have so much to talk to you guys about. Hang on one second. Okay, the music was super loud in my ears. I don't think that changed the volume of the music for you guys, but it was very loud in my ears. Toot, thank you for the hydrate. Here's the hydrate. Here's the chaos bean in addition to here's the okay, hi Earls. Hi everyone, welcome in. Thank you, Toot, for the hydrate. And thank you, Charles, for the coworker appreciation. There we go. Little appreciation for our coworker here. Okay. Earls, you can stay here for now, but you can't stay here forever. Okay, so two things. The first thing I'm going to talk about is what we're working on today. And I'm going to do this as a pinned message for everyone who isn't here, but is going to come in a little bit later. Toot has already redeemed Toot has already redeemed Pick My Tattoo. And I put it in the title of the stream, so we're not really spoiling anything. Charles is enjoying pickle ketchup. Pickle ketchup is really good. I'm in my like cursed condiments era, I think. I got some spicy dill mayo, spicy pickle mayo. Saying hi to the people? You want to scream to the mic? I got some spicy pickle mayo and it was surprisingly good. It wasn't spicy and it only tasted faintly of mayo, but it was very tasty. Like it didn't do what it said on the tin, but it was still an enjoyable experience. Alright, so Earls, are you gonna settle or are you just gonna like walk in circles? She was sleeping until I started stream. She knew. She knew. So what we're doing today is we are doing Chat Picks My Tattoo. Now, in the past, when I have done Chat Picks My Tattoo, I have given chat as a whole a list of 3 or 4 options to choose from. However, we're changing it up this time. Toot and Charles have both redeemed Pick My Tattoo. You are actually picking my tattoo. It can be anything that you want. If you redeem Pick My Tattoo, it can be anything you want within some guidelines. Nothing obscene, nothing hateful. I get final veto on everything. And it should be about 25 by 25 max. If you have an idea what you want, you can send me, either whisper it to me on Twitch, send me a DM on Discord, however you want to do it, a snippet of a pattern, or a snippet of some pixel art. There are a couple sites that I use for pixel art inspiration. I will smooch early on her little tiny head. I smooched early on her little tiny head. I'll drop those in the chat so you can go have a look. But yeah, and you don't have to decide like right this second. Toot said 25, 25, and we've got the most wigs alive. You've got a wig. Who's got a wig? Toot has sent me theirs, so I can actually get started with that one right away, which will be nice. But yeah, so we're going old school on this. And Cheryl sent theirs as well. Awesome. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pinned message in chat about this idea so that people who are coming in later know what's going on. And choose any design. Oh. Okay, so I will be stitching these up over the course of like the next several streams. I'm not going to get to them all today. However, the Pick My Tattoo redeem is only going to be available today. So I'm hoping that I get a few people in to choose them, and then I'll work through them, and then if I might open up another round of Pick My Tattoo. So that's how we're going to be doing this. Charles has only got one, but I still have so many channel points left. Canadian Lass, welcome in, welcome in. I'm just talking about our new channel project, community project. So, Pick My Tattoo, if you haven't been here before, and I know Canadian Lass, you came over from Cryptic's community. I have a sweater that I have been slowly stitching these little motifs onto. So it's going to look like a tattoo sleeve when it's done. So chat is not picking a tattoo, chat is picking a tattoo. It is a channel point redeem. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun little community thing. I'm gonna have lots of different things from lots of different people. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I've put that up. The redeem is there. I have a couple of people who already redeemed it. And yeah, Early, what do you think? Do you approve? No, okay. Okay, so we're going old school. I'm actually keeping like physical notes on this. So we have Toot. I don't like the way I did that. Okay. Tattoos. So we have Toot sent me a spirit box. I know, old guy, I'm so retro. sorry. Welcome in, Mike. Welcome in. You get a chance to choose a tattoo to add to my thing. My sleeve. Aw, Cheryl found a trans blaha. That's adorable. Cheryl, trans blaha. Okay. So I'm gonna keep notes throughout the stream as people redeem. If people have questions, I'm happy to answer them. So that's gonna be our community project for today and the next few streams. And we'll just keep working through this because I really love this project, but the executive function required in choosing my next tattoo is extreme. So that's why I haven't worked on it in quite a while. But now I have passed the executive function onto you, my lovely community. So, and also you can pick any section of one of my patterns. Fruit bat summer just popped up. So if you want to do one of the fruit bats or something like that, yeah, you can just let me know, like, I want this from this pattern, because I already have those patterns clearly. Okay, so that's the premise. That's what we're doing this stream. We're going to be doing it for the next few streams. Just to give you a little reminder of what we've already got on the sleeve. On this sleeve, we have Figure and Dan and the modal nodes. That's all that's on this sleeve. So I'm just going to keep working on this one. And on this one, we have Stormtroopers and the Mangle. We have a Soot Sprite, a couple of the Soot Sprite candies, a little tiny Mothman drinking, a Minecraft pickaxe, the Void Pendant, a couple of potion bottles, a star, got Catnap from Poppy Playtime, a cute little Band-Aid, and some coffee, also from Stardew. That's what we've got so far. So that is the community project that I mentioned in the title, and we're going to get started on this in just a second. I'm going to get the waste canvas cut and set up and all that good stuff. But what you're here for, the big announcement. A huge announcement. I've been teasing this for literal months. It's finally here. The next Cozy DH Mystery Sal is here. I am listing the pattern literally right now. I have them in drafts. Let's see. Edit. Publish. Yes. Alright. I literally just listed them right now because I didn't want anyone to take a peeky peek. But early, can I get to my keyboard, please? Thank you. Alright. So there is the coffee link. It's going to be available on Ko-fi and Etsy, but as always, Ko-fi is going to be cheaper. However, hang on. If you guys are a Patreon member, you are going to get a discount code for 20% off the pattern. I'm going to send that email out after stream, so if you are a paid Patreon member, just wait to purchase the pattern until, like, after stream. Give me until like 1 o'clock, because I have to set up the coupon codes. So, A Misfit Forest Fall is our new Mystery Sal. This is a departure from the Tiny Garden Tiny Witch series. It is quite a bit larger. It's about 8,000 stitches altogether, and it on 14 count Ada, it's 8 by 10. The clues are broken up into 8 parts. There are 2 rest weeks. So the first clue drops August 25th, which is only a month away. And it'll run through the last week of October. Yeah, I am so excited about this one. I love the design. I was really, really struggling with the design, and then I went in a different direction and something clicked. And yes, Toot is doing the model stitch for me, which I am so, so appreciative of. Toot says I started it last night and y'all are not prepared. Yeah, this one gave Toot some cute aggression, which I love. That is like the highest mark of honor when it comes to my designs. So I am so happy that I can announce this. I am going to put a timer in so it'll show up repeatedly in chat. But yeah, basically, if you purchase the pattern right now on Etsy or Coffee, you will get a clue 0, which is just the floss list, the information, and then starting on the 25th, I will email you a part of the pattern. And then every Monday morning around 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock Eastern time, you'll get the next part of the pattern. So yeah, the pattern is, the SAL is $24 Canadian, which is about $17.50 USD. So hopefully you'll be able to join me for this. We're billing this as a mystery SAL for the critters who don't quite fit in. You know, when it comes to fall, you've got your squirrels, your raccoons, your bears, your foxes, and then there's some other critters who don't really fit in. So while the bears and foxes and raccoons are off enjoying their time in other cross-stitch patterns, we're spending some time in the misfit forest. So I really hope you will join us. Sign-ups are going to be open right through the end of the SAL, and after the SAL is over, the entire pattern will be available for sale on both Coffee and Etsy. But yeah, I am super excited about this. But yeah, like I said, if you're a paid Patreon member, hang out until after stream, and you will be getting a coupon code for that. I mean, if you want to pay full price, you're more than welcome to pay full price. I'm not going to complain. And he says, I knit and love stitch art, but I'm currently in a wrist brace due to words I'm not going to try and pronounce, and maybe arthritis. So I can't do anything like that currently, but it sounds amazing, and I wish you all the best. Oh, thank you so much. I'm sorry that you're in a wrist brace. Not being able to craft when due to, you know, physical injuries is the absolute worst. I've had that happen a few times, and it's so frustrating, and I wish you a very speedy recovery and some relief, honestly. Just time to just some relief from the pain and the not irritation, frustration. I don't know what I'm saying. Stuff like arthritis, it doesn't just hurt, it's also annoying. Annoying, that's the word I was looking for. Alright, I'm just really quickly doing up a timer so that if you miss this for people who miss this announcement, they can still get the link. Okay, cool. I'm doing way too much stuff behind the scenes on this stream. Carol says they have a Diet Coke, and and Toot has a Tropical Punch Zoa. We got so many cool energy drinks recently. Toot is fully in their Goblin era, and I am here for it. Okay, so I am going to take a sip of my coffee, and then we're gonna get set up for our first tattoo, which is from Toot, which they designed themselves, so very cool. Charles says we'll probably fall asleep soon. Apologies. No worries, Charles. I know you had a bit of a rough night, so take care of yourself. Canadian Lass says, it's been rough. I do caching up at work as well, so it's hard to get used to doing it with my brace as it's on my dominant hand. Dominant hand. Been so frustrating. I take it you have it too, so my sympathy to you too. Oof, yes, as Toot said, sending spoons in relief. And Mike's picking my tattoo. So yeah, Mike, when you know what you want, just DM it to me on Discord. You can also put it in the server if that's easier for you. I know you're new to Discord, so whatever is the easiest way for you to get me that design. Yeah, I'm happy to do it. Yeah, Canadian Lash, you'll find that quite a few of us in this community are disabled in some way or deal with chronic pain or chronic conditions. Yes, you can, Mike. You can say it now if it's something I have easy access to. Oh god, that's good. And so it's if you want to join the Discord, it is a good place to get some advice and help on how to work around that kind of stuff. Oh, Mike wants the Quaker lady with the Stanley. You got it. Okay. But yeah, because we're a community full of crafters, but we're also a community full of people, like I said, who deal with chronic pain and chronic conditions. So we have tips and techniques. Quaker lady with Stanley. Oh, that's going to be a fun one to do. Yes, yeah, that's definitely the right size. Charles says, I've had it in the past. Got an injection, I can't remember what of. And your RA under control, and it bothers you a lot less now. Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you both can get some relief. I was diagnosed with arthritis, like mild arthritis, but you know, all the arthritises. Holly, hello, welcome in. We're being old people and complaining about our arthritis together. My wrists click. It's a thing. Okay, so Alien Lass says, I have a long list of ailments, been dealing with them for years, so you're used to it. Your husband is on your butt to make sure you take your meds when you're supposed to. Yeah. Yeah, I was a PSW, which is they're called CNAs in the States. I don't know what they're called in I believe you're in the UK. But basically we're not nurses, we're like the people who do the stuff that nurses don't want to do, is what I've heard it described as. So in a nursing home, we're the ones taking care of the patient, of the clients, of the residents. I did home care, that kind of thing. So I'm the one yelling at myself. I also handle most of Toot's medical like records and stuff. And then I ignore my own good advice all the time. So
thank you, Toot.
Yeah. Thank you for the hydrate, Toot. This is so good. We went to Coffin Creek yesterday, and I got a hot coffee because I'm not gay. And I don't know where I was going with that. But I also got, they sell like pre-made lattes in the fridge, but I can't have caffeinated coffee. So I asked them So I'll ask them for a decaf latte, and then they'll put it in one of these little like take-home bottles for me. So it's very lovely. So I can stick it in the fridge and have it the next day. All right. So Toot has designed me a little spirit box, which is adorable, and I love it. Toot, you have charted out the letters for here. Would you rather I do the letters in the stitches or embroider them like I did the Move Along? I know, she really is. This is early. She is my little buddy. You know, like, okay. Spooky embroider, please. Okay. If you have multiple cats, you kind of know, like, there's not a favorite cat, but there is a cat that you feel the most not attached to, but like, there's one that really sits in your soul. You love them all, but there's one that's just a little bit special. And for me, that's Early. She's my little buddy. Toot says there absolutely are favorites. Okay, I'm trying not to play favorites, but Early is my favorite. Yes. Okay. And that's Early for me. A lot of people think it's Binks, but honestly, it's Earl's. We hang out. She's pretty much always in the same room that I'm in. And there was a time when she would just lay across my chest. I actually have some footage of it in old YouTube videos. She'd just lay across my chest while I was stitching, to the point where like I didn't even realize she was there. Like, I realized she was there, but like it didn't interrupt what I was doing at all. So yeah. But all right, let's find a hoop. Toot says I'm telling Binks. Binks already knows. Binks knows. You have 3 dogs, and your middle dog Reuben is your favorite. Aww. What kind of dogs do you have? I wish to know about the puppers. I wish to see the baby. Yeah. That reminds me, I had another announcement. I don't have ADHD, you have ADHD. Okay. I have another announcement. So, Miko is a Border Collie Australian Shepherd mix. Aww. Ruby is an American Bulldog Staffy mix. And Shadows, you have big boys. Big boys. Mike says, which cat has the telepathic powers to turn on the massager on the recliner? That would be Bella. No, the controls for the massager are in the, like, arms of the chairs. So she really just has to, like, press in a certain spot. It was so funny. But the control panel is here, right? And it turns on the massager, but it also raises and lowers the legs in the back. So every now and then Toot will just be like chilling in their chair, and Bella's decided that Toot now needs to recline or needs their legs up. It's so funny. But okay. I'm locked in. So, you all know that we have the POW cam. This is the POW cam. This is POW. She is very angry because we need to replace her hide. So she's just mad at everybody. How is our tortoise? You guys know her, you love her. We have had this camera in her enclosure for a really long time, but now is that a little tiny, is that Penny right there? Or maybe Jenny back here in his hide? Or possibly even Sandy back here in his hide? That's right. We have snake cams now. This is our new camera setup. We have cameras in every reptile enclosure. However, the snake cams are exclusively available on Toot's channel. This is the only time you're going to see them on my channel. So I will have the POW cam every stream as normal. However, if you want to hang out with the snakes, you have to head on over to Toot's channel. Toot streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday from 10 a.m. Eastern to 1 p.m. Eastern. They do no mic gaming streams. So if you want just like the background vibes, like you're sitting in the basement, your older siblings playing on the TV and they won't hand you the controller, but that's okay because they're really good at the game, so you're enjoying just hanging out. That's the vibe. And now we have snake cams. So, if you're not already following Toot, definitely check them out. If you want some chill gaming background noise and you want to see more of the snakes on the cameras, yeah, that's where you're going to find them. So yeah, enjoy this last look. So you can see POW's enclosure is quite bare compared to the other ones, and that's because she destroys everything. And then we have over here, this is Penny's enclosure. It is, in fact, it themed. We have down here, Jenny's enclosure is a Hocus Pocus themed. You can see Sarah Sanderson right there. And then Sandy the Sandworm is, of course, Beetlejuice themed. So yeah, I'm going to give you one last little look here at all of our boys. And then we're going to go back to the POW cam. A little bit, oh, Early just stepped on the stream deck and decided to shout out my shops. So there you go. There's the link to the shops. Okay, so I think I'm gonna tuck this one right in here next to the stormtroopers. It is, excuse me, 7 pixels wide. So yeah, that'll fit nice and neatly right there. Then I need, let's pick out some floss for this. I have all of my boxes of floss over here. Early says buy more crystals. The problem is, I don't think that I have black or white. I have stuff that's close enough. Oh, I have Blanc. Oh, I do have black. Oh. And called for 14. Let's do 16. Oh, that's not white. That's no stitch. I might do it in white just to make sure it stands out. Oh, no, yeah, it was supposed to be white. But thank you for designing that. It's really sweet, and I'm really excited to have a Toot original on here. If you guys don't know, I am a pattern designer, obviously. I've been promoting my stuff all stream. But Toot helps me with all of my designs. Like, not only are they the most prolific model stitcher, they also have a really good eye for design. Like, I don't think they would ever feel comfortable designing something from scratch, but like when I give them a design, they're able to really, really quickly and accurately say, this looks off, this looks off, have you tried this, have you tried that? Fantastic eye for design. And just the support they give me in the business, I would not be able to do half of the stuff I do if it weren't for them. So I have often brought up the Toot changing the name of the business because it's the thecozydh right now, which is the me. Early, stop it. I'm just gonna move this. Changing the name of the business to reflect that it's both of us. But we've built our branding. Jesus H. Christ, Earls. Sorry guys, that was super loud. Okay. What just happened is I have the floss boxes stacked beside me there, and Early tried to jump off of them, but instead they slid and knocked my drink into me and everything. But we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Early says, "Stop perceiving, Mama." I have to finish my story. But Toot also had a point that I've built the branding to be the thecozydh, and they're okay with it not being the name not reflecting that we are a team. But you will notice in all of our profiles, bios, everything like that, it says we are the cozy and chaotic team of Toot and DH because we are a team. We are Eedly. This is not where I wanted to put this. Ugh. Lid up. One thing with this project is I want to try and get the motifs kind of like stuck in around each other, which is sometimes hard to finagle because I mean I have to sew on I have to base the waist canvas in place, right? And I want to do it so that I'm kind of outlining what's already there, so I don't accidentally stitch over it. But it's not the easiest thing to do. That's okay. Challenge frickin' accepted. Mike says, branding seems to be a big deal now with social media marketing, etc. It is. It is. Even for indie pattern designers, like, you want to be recognizable. You want people to, like, okay, for example, the most recent Halloween issue of Just Cross Stitch came out. Toot took one look at the cover and went, oh, sweet, that's Liz. Our friend Liz from Black Walt Stitching, because her style was so immediately recognizable. Flossy Fox shop. Her style is very recognizable, as well as her logo and her branding. Very recognizable. You know it's a Flossy Fox shop. You recognize the little fox. It says, I need you to know that this tattoo was a toss-up between this and a little pile of nuts. These nuts. Thank you, Toot. I love you. I will also do these nuts just for you if you would like. I will also design them because I don't know how much you want to design nuts. But yeah, I mean, if you've watched my co-working streams, you know how much work goes into the back end. The admin, the marketing, the social media. I'm not trying to make a living at doing this. It would be nice, but I am trying to supplement our income, so that's why I grind. I mean, it's an enjoyable grind. It's doing something I absolutely love. Getting to do the co-working streams has really, really brought me a lot of joy, and encouraged me to keep working on the stuff that I love. But yeah, you gotta work it. And maybe you'll get lucky and hit it big. Maybe you won't. So because let me tell you, Mama Witch, I'm a member of their Patreon. I love Mama Witch. Great designs. Mama Witch's Patreon, the tier that I'm in, I pay $10 a month, has over 1,000 members. 1,000 members paying $10 a month, less the fees and everything that Patreon charges. It's a percentage. And then on that tier alone, I would love to be that kind of designer with that kind of following. But I gotta work at it. It's not just gonna happen. Catherine works very hard at what she does. I work very hard at what I do. And the more that I design, the more that I find my voice. And you guys have been so helpful with that. Just sticking with me, following along. And, yeah, I love you all. I'm perceiving all of you right now, especially Toot. Gwen! Welcome in. How are you doing? How are you feeling working them? Gwen, I have terrible news for you. Well, for your stitching schedule. I announced the SAL. It's an 8-part mystery SAL for all the critters who don't fit in. Link will pop up in chat. If you are a paid member of the Patreon, I can't remember if you are or not, a coupon code for it is going out this afternoon, so you can hold off for a little bit. And otherwise, we are doing Chat Picks My Tattoo. There is a redeem. Once you redeem it, you can pick literally anything, as long as it's less than 25 by 25, not harmful or obscene, and I get to veto it. Well, guy says, a few days ago I bought a frog and toad pattern from Mama Witch on Etsy. Same Mama Witch? Yes. Yes, Mama Witch cross stitch. Her name is Catherine. She only sells on Etsy, and she also has a Patreon. We've chatted a few times. She's very nice. She loves seeing finished pieces of her work, and not many people show her, honestly. Like, a ton of people stitch her stuff, but she's not on social media much, so she doesn't always see like the Instagram posts and stuff. 5. And we've got that whole series that Toot did of her little tiny ghosts, all framed. Looks so cute. I'm really excited to get more cross stitch up. I have a little bit up on my wall right now. The butterflies that Toot made, pride butterflies. They are hanging right above my monitors. I'm actually thinking my original plan was to make the wall behind me that way my cross stitch wall, but I think I'm gonna do it on this wall because I can see it. Oh, moths. Sorry, I said butterflies. They are moths. I apologize for misspeciing you. I feel like a giant moth plushie is just about to come flying out of the doorway at my head. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make it this wall because I can look at it while I'm working. Toot says, brother, I am tired. Just imagine I did that. Okay. I will imagine you did that. Send Gigi to do it. I failed at sleeping, so I'm tuning in from bed and trying to get up. Take easy. You've had a big week. But we are here to support you in your getting out of bedness. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I forgot to grab gray. But yeah, Mama Witch is another one of those designers where you can kind of you can pick up their style from a mile away. Especially if I can see the floss list, because they have a very specific palette, and also they really love backstitch, French knots, and beads, and partial stitches. It's like, Mom Witch, please. Catherine, please, I just want to stitch cute things. Have a knot in some black thread. Pray for me. Gwen says, I've got stuff to do before going to the craft store, but currently you have cat on you. Oh yeah, you were gonna cook today. Before you go to the craft store. I remember this. I remembered a thing. I would like to check out a creative reuse store, but only when I have money to burn. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's gonna be like going to a thrift store. You're either gonna find 1,000 things or nothing. There's no in between. Gwen says, I was thinking that Mama Witch would make for a really good sweater or jacket back. Yes, absolutely. Like, even one of the smaller ones would be really good on a tote bag or something. I mean, she's so prolific. I would love to do... she's got a couple of, like, cross-stitch themed cross-stitches, if that makes sense. Those would be fun on a sweater or a jacket, or a bag. Mike says French knots. By the time I finish remember hydration, I hope to be able to do them right. I am sure you will. I mean, that pattern will give you a lot of practice, but also, I think you'll get it. I have faith. It made me so happy when I saw you bought that pattern, honestly. And my Quarter Stitch Crisis did such an amazing job on that stitch. Oh. All my test stitchers are just incredible. And half of them forget, I mean, I forget too, which I should not be the one forgetting. Half of them forget to ask me for their free pattern after they finish doing the test stitch. So if you want to be a test stitcher for me, basically I send you the pattern, you stitch it up, and then you just send me pictures. You get to keep the finished stitch. I don't need it, but I just need like several good pictures to use in the listing, and then you also get a free pattern of your choice. However, yes, you get free patterns for test stitching, Toot. Oh, really? Mike says, FYI, I was talking about that pattern on a stream by Days, and he had a lot of good things to say about your designing skills as he explored your Oh, heck. I'm gonna have to say thanks. Also, Mike, thank you for talking me up in other people's streams. I legit just teared up a little bit. I have sent out all of the pattern testing requests for this quarter, because Toot claimed most of them. But yeah, in probably a month or so, I will start doing designs for the next quarter, and then I will have lots of other stuff. A stitch. I kind of do things in lumps like that. Like I'll do a flurry of designing, and then for about a month I'll just do pretty much nothing but design, and then for about 2 months I'll just do admin, promo, sketching, pondering, letting designs brew, and then usually that gives them enough time to like be fully cooked, and then I can just pour them out onto a digital format. If I try and do a design before it's ready, it's such a struggle. It's such a struggle. Like I cannot do it. But as soon as I'm ready, like it's just, it all falls into place, and then it's just doing the final details. Like the tiny Ogopogo, I have been thinking about that one for so long. The biggest struggle with that one was getting the right colors for the glacier lake. I think the next tiny cryptid I'm going to do is the Toronto Tunnel Monster, because Toot had a really good idea of putting him in a subway station. Toot says, I am very excited to stitch the tiny Oingo Boingo. You love Danny Elfman. Sure. Stitch the tiny Oingo Boingo. Or you love Danny Elfman. My minis as well are small enough to fit on this if you want to pick one of those. One design that I'm going to do is I'm going to do my mini of Giorgio Tsoukalos getting abducted by an alien. Toot says this is the shit DH has to deal with on a daily basis. Player 120. I'm going to have to start another list for things that Toot just wants me to stitch. But yeah, I should do player 120. Except I'll have to like outline them because I'm pretty sure this sweater is the same color. I'm pretty sure I made this sweater and I'm just being a Squid Game character. Even though I bought this sweater before Squid Game came out. I'm a Squid Game now. Another bit of feedback from Dace's stream was that several people liked your biblically accurate Santa pattern. I love that pattern. Thank you for bringing that up. That was a really fun one to do. My Patreons got a like mini version of it, a mini ornament. I did like a little booklet of patterns for Christmas. I think, yeah, it's still available if you're a paid Patreon. You can go back and grab that holiday pattern booklet, and there's a little tiny biblically accurate Santa. It says their clothes are green. Their clothes are teal. Maybe not the same shade of teal. They're teal. Maybe I should not die on this hill since I am slightly colorblind. This you're teal. I mean, I could be. I am blue, dabu dee dabu die. Alright guys, but we have been going for about an hour. So I am going to realize that I fucked this up. How did I fuck this up? Oh, I only did it 6 wide. Okay, I'm going to frog this. And we're gonna go take a break. I know, I am banned. I am banned for not being able to count. Alright, my friends. So if you're watching here on Twitch, I am going to run a 3-minute ad. If you're watching on YouTube, just chill and enjoy the vibes. Alright, enjoy. I'll be back. Hi, I'm back. I just spent way too long. Oh, that's not the right one. There we go. Okay. I just spent way too long fighting with a garbage bag. You know when you're trying to get it open and the two flaps are just like sticking together and they are not coming apart no matter what you do? That was me. I just wanted to pick up some trash. No, or else we're not settling on the keyboard. Nerp, 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 nerp. Nerp. Okay. I'm sorry, Early. There's just no space for you right now, baby. Okay, you can settle there. I'll move over this way. Here. Okay, I'll move this way. You can sit here. Look. Lots of space. Daddy will move the floss. There we go. We're sharing. So imagine this, but it's nighttime, and the keyboard is your face. That's what my nights are. Thank you for the hydrate there, Lady K. Welcome in, welcome in.
Drink.
There we go. Didn't work the first time. Thank you. I got my Dr. Pepper in my green Rainbow Bright tumbler with a rainbow straw. How are you doing, Lady K? How's the weekend treating you so far? It is Saturday. That's a weekend. My life is so devoid of touchstones that I forgot that people have a weekend. So far so good. Got a deep sleep. Oh, that's good. We are doing Chat Picks My Tattoo. This is Toot's design. A little spirit box. Early is helping, as you can see. Just waiting for Will to get coffee. Nice. I have coffee. I got a latte, an iced latte to go from Coffin Creek. And it is so good. The my two go-tos there are the Winchester, which is a salted caramel, and which is what I'm having right now. Oh, it's a plastic bottle. It's not super fancy. The Winchester, which is salted caramel, is my favorite because I am a basic salted caramel bitch. And then the Myers Macchiato, which is their version of the PSL, which is very good as well. It's not super heavily spiced, much more mellow. Early, my love, can we have a conversation? You realize how uncomfortable this is? Maybe if I move the camera a little bit back. Oh, now you can just see my tummy. That's fine. I'm wearing a purple shirt today. I also have my fall leggings on in honor of putting Misfit Fall up for sale. I really am really proud of this one, and I hope you guys will join in, follow along, and I hope you love it as much as I do. I'm gonna finish this thread off because I'm starting to struggle with it, and I'm not gonna be able to finish the black. I'm trying to be better about that, like not trying to struggle with a thread if I know I'm gonna have to start a new thread. Ah, Pow's finally eaten. Her general distrust of me has been won over by tomatoes. Gwen says, they're up! Yay! Let's go, Gwen! And yes, Lady Kalis lost chicken. Gwen says hi. Oh. Gwen says hi to you. She gave a little tiny squeak. Not a big squeak, just a little eh. Mike says I'm gonna have to up my stitching time. I'm already accumulating projects faster than I can stitch. That is one of the downsides to FlossTube and crafting streams on Twitch and social media and the Discord, because you want to stitch all the things. As Gwen says, this is the way. I have not been doing very much stitching lately. I haven't been doing very much stitching on this hoodie, especially. Like, I'm sad about that because I really want to keep working on it, which is why I did the choose my tattoo thing to give me like a little bit of like oomph motivation. But yeah, I was looking at my stitching log, and there have been quite a few days in the last 2 weeks that I haven't stitched at all. And I'm sad about that. Just been busy, lots to do. And then when I do sit down to stitch, I end up like getting lost on TikTok or just talking to my friends. And I have my stitching out, but it's like sitting on my chest while I'm just dicking around on the computer. Mike says, at the moment, the one thing I have no desire to stitch is one of the mega full coverage pieces. I wish I was with you on that one, but I very much would like to start a mega full coverage piece. The one I keep talking about. But I want to get further on Binks. I want to get further on Woodland Enchantress before I start a new one. Because, yeah. Like, I know that big projects like that are multi-year projects, but I don't want to have so many multi-year projects going on that, I don't know, it's overwhelming. And I feel like, I know I always say this is what every cross-stitcher says, if I just sit down and work on it, I can finish it. But like, Binks is not that many more stitches. She's got... No, I don't want to upgrade my Notion, thank you. Binks has less than 20,000 stitches on her. And like, that's not that many. But I just need to sit down and do it. Problem. and not get distracted by 4,000 other things. Gwen says, my cross-stitching is ground to a halt with this crochet dress. I want to think that I can bounce between the projects, but that's not really a thing since I don't really know how long the dress will take to finish, so that's priority. Yeah, I get that. I also find that it's hard to switch brain modes sometimes. Like when I was knitting and cross-stitching at the same time, a lot of the times I was either like I was knitting for a week or I was cross-stitching for a week. There was no in between. Right now I am working on the Phasmophobia sampler, which is a project for the shop, which I am super enjoying. Even if I was getting a little bit frustrated with the voodoo doll. But I'm super enjoying that. I'm also working on the needle minder storage. I don't know. There's too much cool stuff to stitch. And so little time. I'm sure you all understand this. Hey, lass is gotta get ready and head to work. Wishing you all the best. Take care and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. You as well. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Gwen says there's also my bee bag that I want to hand sew. That is going to be friggin' adorable, but way super back burner priority. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's the way super back burner priority projects that, like, rip your mind the most, I find. At least for me. It's probably an ADHD thing. I got Chappau's chomping away on some kale. That's the last of the kale, but I got her some bok choy, which she really enjoys, so I might wash it and just toss the entire, like, bok choy thing in there and let her go ham. Problematic tomato. There we go. Mike says lots of great projects. Yeah, Gwen has lots of cool projects. Yeah, and that doesn't even touch my cross-stitch whips and plans. Yup. And like so many of these things, I want to get finished so I can get them up on my wall, but then I just keep bouncing around. And then I don't finish anything. Problem. I might take a break on the Phasmo sampler and get the needle minder storage done because that's closer to a finish and it's more practical. Especially because I might be making some tweaks to the Ghost Hunting Sampler pattern. Because I had originally designed it with skulls as part of the border. I don't know if I can show you guys a picture. I can. Look at that. Gwen says I have Oak Keeper started as my first addition to my whimsical or animal portrait wall. But I think I'm a Frogget and pick new Ada. Valid, valid. Whimsical animal portrait wall sounds amazing. So this is my Phasmo, my Ghost Hunting sampler. And you see that there are skulls integrated into the border. So since I've designed this, Phasmo released an update where there are new trophies for each ghost type, and they're skulls which each have like identifying features. So now I'm thinking I go back and I add those identifying features to my skulls. which will be a bit more of a design challenge. So this one might go back to the drawing board. I'm not going to frog it and restart what I've already done because the dots and granny are pretty much done. And I don't want to redo all of that work. But yeah, I think I might do that and just add a little bit of extra. A little bit extra because I am a little bit extra. All right, we've finished the black on here. Do the white. I know, babe. This is actually my vintage white, so it's a little more yellowy than your B5200. But I think for this small amount, it'll be fine. Also, just a reminder, I still have the Bobbinate redeem up. I have it up for every stream because I always have stuff I need to Bobbinate. I just think people forget it's there. Rock lobster.
Thank you, Toot.
Thank you for redeeming Bobbinate, Toot.
Thank you,
Give me a
Toot.
second. I don't want early to eat any floss. And thank you for the hydrate as well. Cannot redeem aliens. Aliens should not be there anymore. It should be weird fact. I changed it. Alright, so we're doing a hydrate.
Thank you, Toot.
Oh, it still says aliens? I will check into that. Doing another hydrate because heck it. Weird. Okay, I will look into that. Okay, I will, I'll look into that. Not right now. Irredeemable aliens. So, I had an ancient aliens redeem, but
The only way the ancient astronaut
thank you, Kali.
can be
Kali redeemed
disproven
weird fact.
is when the extraterrestrials
But I was kind of running out of
show up.
ancient alien specific weird facts. So
Thank you,
I'm going
Toot.
with just general weird facts. So this is, some of them are facts, some of them are like theories. It says, well, I guess I'm broken. It could be because you're a mod. I don't know. It might fix itself. Oh wait, I was doing Abominate. Okay. Abominate. Did you know that there's a conspiracy theory that several people ascribe to? I'm not sure. Where did I put my Bobbinate bobbins? Here. That Avril Lavigne, the iconic Canadian singer behind Skater Boy, actually passed away in 2003, right after the release of that album, and was replaced with a body double. The people even know the name of the body double. It's Melissa something. But that is a conspiracy theory I have heard a lot of. And yeah, so there's your weird fact / theory for the day, that Avril Lavigne died in 2003 and was replaced with a body double who was still impersonating her. I thought Avril Lavigne was so cool because, I mean, she was, but also like she was Canadian. I didn't know I was gay yet, so I didn't know like I had a crush on her. And then, okay, so Kali redeemed weird fact, Toot redeemed aliens. Let me see if I have an aliens themed fact for you. I mean, I did the Bigfoot one. I'll do the Bigfoot one again. I have several Bigfoot alien ones. So one theory is that, so there's a theory that humanity was seeded upon this earth by extraterrestrials. So either brought here as the human race or was created to be the human race. So that's kind of like one theory that's out there. An addendum to that theory is that Sasquatch is the original inhabitant of Earth. And the few remaining Sasquatches, Bigfoot, Big Feet, are all that remains of the original inhabitants of Earth. Whereas humanity was manufactured and or brought here and became the dominant species because, I don't know, fuck you, that's why. Okay, so there you go. You got a weird theory and then another weird theory. And I'm still bobinating. I'm also replacing the bobbin this was on. So we got a batch of bobbins from, these are still not the greatest ones. They were like 100 for 15 bucks or something on Amazon. I do not recommend them. The little notch is too small. The DMC brand ones are honestly the best. But then we got these ones, which are just, they're like see-through, which is actually not great. So every time I have to rewind a see-through one, I put it on a solid one. I have been looking at floss storage solutions because our working floss is all on bobbins in bobbin boxes, which works great. And I was keeping all of our extra floss in like the little Mastercraft tool chest thing. Not tool chest, like nail and screw chest. But it's kind of outgrown that. And yeah, there's too much floss in there. And it keeps like chewing up the floss when I try and take it out. And also one of the drawers got jammed and I hurt my thumb, so now I'm mad at it. So I just need like another solution for our overflow skeins. Mike says, is Bobbinate the full name for your tiny bobs? It should be. Maybe Robobinate? Robertinate? I don't know. My like lore for the bobs, because we have Cozy Bob and we have Sweaty Bob. My lore for the bobs is that they died so long ago that they can't remember if they're brothers or if they were in a relationship or like father and son or just like really good friends. They've just completely forgotten their exact relationship. They are just the bobs. I've only found one of my tiny bobs during the unpacking process because I haven't really honestly been looking for them. The box that they're probably in, I stacked with the other boxes of just like general decor because getting stuff up on the walls was not our first priority, so I kind of put all that stuff together. But I've only found Sweaty Bob so far. Cozy Bob will need to come out before the 22nd of August, which is when the new Starbucks menu drops. It's also our 16th anniversary, but you know, Pumpkin spice lattes. Yeah, can you believe me and Toot have been married for 16 years? I'm perceiving Toot again. When we were packing up to move, I found the box of stuff from our wedding, which was kind of like, oh yeah, there's my veil, which was my mother's veil. I also found a bag of chocolate favors. Like, they were little chocolate bars, and then the wrapper had our names and stuff on them. Chocolate from 16 years ago. Yeah, those got tossed. One thing we did as a favor at our wedding was decks of cards. So each card had, like, the back of the card was, you know, our names and happily married and the date and all that kind of stuff. It was a great idea because, like, we still have those cards. We still use those cards. I really like that. Mike says, as the old joke goes, so how many years have you been happily married? 16. Yeah. It says, nah, we don't do boomer marriage jokes. Yeah, I was just about to say, like, boomer marriage jokes, they don't make sense to me. I know a big thing on, like, TikTok and stuff is, like, the I don't know, not the meme, but, you know, my husband doesn't do anything around the house, and, you know, my wife is nagging and, like, not communicating. I have a lot of moments where I'm like, are the straight people okay? Like, why is this? Are straight people okay? Lady K says, no, they are not. I think it's gotten more acceptable to not have that kind of relationship. But yeah, it's like, what is this? Laughs an ace. I do, however, love the dichotomy in country music, because if you listen to country music, the songs by male singers are all like, I love this woman, she's so beautiful, I want to make her my wife, she's so gorgeous, she looks so good in the moonlight, and, I love this woman and she's so good to me. And then you go to, like, the women's songs, and it's like, I hate my husband, I'm gonna burn down our trailer, if my husband gets shot in the woods, it wasn't me. Like, it's a hilarious dichotomy. On an unrelated note, I've been listening to a lot of... Oh no! I stitched my basting thread in here, like, real good. I've been listening to a lot of The Chicks and Goodbye Earl. Goodbye Earl is such a good song. The men sing the love songs to try and postpone the wrath of women. Maybe they should work on, like, not doing shit to get the wrath in the first place. Be a good. I've also been reading a lot of, like, relationship books lately. not even relationship books, but like communication books. Did I actually weave that in? I have no idea. I'm gonna do it again. And like how to improve communicate. Hello, Earls. How to improve communication and that kind of stuff. And a lot of it is just like, don't be a boomer. Don't be a straight boomer. All right. The country singers are Klingons. Is that because they're better at quoting the original Shakespeare? Shakespeare is better in the original Klingon. Okay, I need a gray. A gray alien? No, I need a gray for the thingy. Or like rock versus poetry courtship. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll give you that one. I'll do a lighter gray. One solution I've seen is taking these bobbin boxes, but just taking out these, so you have like the long ones. I don't know. That feels inelegant. Not elegant. Match that gray. Although Toot is sending me some really cute options. And okay, so let's. I don't have that one with me, so I'm gonna swap it out for 415. $169. So yes, if you would like to pick my tattoo, you can pick a motif for my sweater. All you have to do is redeem the pick my tattoo redeem, and then send me either here on Twitch, on Discord, however you want to do it, the design you would like, 25 by 25 stitches or less, and it'll get stitched onto my sweater. So,
thank you, Toot.
Thank you for the hydrate, Toot. So this one that I'm working on now is Toot's choice, and they actually designed this one this morning because of course they knew what I was going to do because I told them. For the hydrate, we're gonna have a little bit more of my coffee. I had this conversation with Charles and Toot and Moon about salted caramel. I fucking love salted caramel. Salted caramel, salted chocolate. I love it. That little bit of savory with the sweet. I am all about it. We got snacks from Costco, and I have salted dark chocolate and caramel pretzels, and then milk chocolate salted pistachios. Both are incredible, and both have that little bit of like salt in them. Just that little bright spot. So that is the spirit box stitch. How much time do I have left in stream? We got about 15 minutes. I can do the rest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this off. And then I'm actually going to snip off the top part of this waste canvas. Because I'm just embroidering the letters on. Duck King, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Enjoy the vibes. Mike says, now you're bringing back memories of the description of your ice cream last night versus Toots. Yeah. I don't know, I really love like caramel and chocolate and then like a little bright spot of the salt. Whereas Toot is a chaos toddler. And I wouldn't have them any other way. How's Saturday treating you so far, Duck King? We are doing a community project here. My chat is picking new motifs for me to stitch on this sweater sleeve. So it's like it's a tattoo sleeve of cross-stitch motifs. And yeah, we just about finished with this one. I'm gonna undo some of this waste canvas basting and then embroider words on. Chunk. I discovered another use for this yesterday. I was frogging something and I had my my seam ripper out and I kept like setting it down and forgetting where I set it down. But it's cork. It holds the seam ripper. Also, ergonomic seam ripper. These are great. Got the nice big thick handle. I got this on like Amazon, I think. And then I ordered it on Amazon and then I saw it at the dollar store like 2 days later. I was so irritated. I don't usually like cut around like this because it's easier if you have more thread to pull. I'm just doing it because I don't want to pull the threads before I do the ear. And if you don't know what a spirit box is, it's a piece of equipment that ghost hunters use. It rapidly runs through different radio frequencies, which gives spirits an opportunity to use those radio frequencies to deliver messages, spoken messages. Mike says, wow, that looks like a deadly weapon. I mean, it's a very comfy weapon. Duck King says, my Saturday is okay, I guess. Good. Well, okay is better than bad. I hope it's chill anyways. I have more plastic potion bottles too that I got at Michael's that I need to pull out for orts. Thanks, Duck King. Now this is Pow. She is a redfoot tortoise. Toot, while I'm stitching this, if you could just do the Pow command for me. It's exclamation point pow now. Thank you. She's currently angry because I took away her hide. Her hide was too small for her. So like her shell was scraping against the top and her legs are scraping against the bottom of the enclosure. And I was getting worried about her shell. So I took it away. We're gonna get her a new one. She's fine without it. But I took away the one that was, you know, actively hurting her, and she hasn't forgiven me for it yet. But we're gonna try and get like a blow mold pumpkin, or not pumpkin, skull or something during the Halloween season. And turn that into a hide for her. That'll be good. I have to do a curve. Pray for me. Stop it. Early, you know what happened last time when you tried to jump off there. Living with cats is like, you know in Mary Poppins how the time comes, like the alarm goes off and they all have to hold everything down because the guy's about to fire his cannon? I feel like that with cats a lot. You just have to hold stuff down until they're done doing what they're doing. Gwen says, well, I tried. My chicken isn't thawed enough to do what I need to do, so I gotta wait longer. Not sure if I'll be able to do it before leaving. Oh, boo, I'm so sorry. I know you were really looking forward to getting that done before you left the house. That's why I like crock-pot meals, because you can do them from frozen. Because I often forget to defrost meat. Like I have ADHD or something. What is that stitch? That was the tiniest stitch. Here, doing that again, but bigger. What are you making anyways, Gwen? I am doing... We've got fresh corn. So I'm making corn for lunch, and then probably like hot dogs to go with. We got some good hot dogs and sausages in. And some buns that we need to use up. After stream, I'm gonna get the water boiling, and then I'm gonna do that coupon code for the Patreons. Be the middle of this. And this, my friends, is why I don't embroider. This is why I do counted cross stitch. I need the grid. Okay, here we go. Here. E. There was, for the longest time in Phasmophobia, one of the spirit box responses just sounded like they were saying E. So it's become a joke, but here and behind are two of the common responses. Alright, so that's my first chat picks the tattoo. There we go. I'm gonna get this wet and then pull out the threads. So I only have 3 suggestions from chat, so I might open it up again next week. So next week we are going to work on Charles Blaha, and Mike's Quaker Lady with Stanley. If you'd like to pick my tattoo, you can do the redeem, and you don't have to let me know right away what you want for the tattoo. You can let me know sometime over the course of the week, because I'm only going to be working on this during stream, because it's a community project now, so. Gwen says I usually do my chicken from frozen, but I'm separating this bag into half Instant Pot stuff and half baked stuff, and you need it to be fully thawed so you can actually separate the pieces. Yes. Unless you do dangerous shit with a knife, and then no. This whole experience is poking at my I can't do food if the conditions are perfect kitchen anxiety. Oh, I'm so sorry, Gwen. I know that's really hard. Like, oh, I can't cook this thing because this one thing isn't right. I feel deeply. And that's actually kind of perfect timing because we're going to get wrapped up in a few minutes. Burp. It also holds it. Ooh, redeem from Kali. Excellent. Let me get you down on the list, and then yeah, you can get back to me with what you'd like. Keep it like 25 by 25 or less. It's like 26 by 20. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you, but around that size. Nothing obscene, nothing hateful, and I do retain veto rights, but yeah, just early from your tiny witch pattern. That's adorable. All right, I will do early from my tiny witch pattern for you. That's too cute. All right, let me wind this, and then I'm gonna make a note. Got early from Tiny Witch. Got it. So, take this out of the hoop now. Oh, thank you, Gwen. Gwen says I like your handwriting. This is actually pretty messy because I'm using like a thick boy. My Zebra Click Art. I usually use a much thinner pen. The these are my go-tos. The Papermate Flares. Usually in black, but yeah, like. This is my small writing. It's much smaller. I also have a weird thing where I do my F's like that. I picked that up from a professor I had in college. She always did her F's like elongated S's. Alright. So next up we have Franz Blaha. And then we're going to do a couple things from my own patterns. That's very exciting. Thank you guys. That's very sweet. But yeah, here it is so far. Got lots of room to work with. I love it. Alright, so we are going to wrap up with that. I am going to plug the Misfit Force Mystery Sal, the words. The link just came up again. So I'm gonna show you guys this again. Alright, so this is the stats. First clue drops August 25th. It is 8 by 10 on 14 count Ada. 8,000 stitches, 46 colors, full stitches only. There's no back stitch, no French knots, no partial stitches, no nothing. And yeah, you'll get a PDF and a PK compatible file in your inbox every Monday morning. And if you are a paid Patreon member, hang tight, I am going to be sending you a coupon code. Signups are going to be open for a real long time. You've got time to get your materials in, that kind of thing. So yeah, I hope you will join me for the Misfit Forest Fall. Even if you don't join me, talk it up to your friends. I've always said, let me drop you the Etsy link. Coffee doesn't have discoverability. Like, you can't just search for like you can search for like unhinged cross stitch the way you can on Etsy. Oh my god. However, on Etsy, if you guys could even just favorite the pattern, that really helps people see it. So I'm going to put that link in chat as well. But yeah, favoriting patterns and following shops help us appear more in listings. So that's a nice free way that you can support the channel. Trying to think what else. Let's I'm gonna put up my ending screen so I'm less distracted by stuff. So Thal is out. It is listed. You can buy it now. Patreon. We have a Patreon. You can get up to 3 free patterns a month by signing up. You can sign up for free and get a freebie right in your inbox every month. You can check out our shops. And of course, you have to 100% go check out the person. There we go. Toot. Go check out Toot. The snake cams are exclusively available on Toot's channel. They stream Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, it's just a good time. They started doing Hades on Friday, and like the vibes on that game are amazing. It's got a great story, fantastic music, and just gorgeous visuals. So definitely check out Hades on Friday mornings. The Phasmo games have been going really well. Toot is an incredible Phasmo player. I'm always impressed watching them play because like it's so smooth and seamless, and then I go and watch someone else and they're like screaming and struggling. Yeah, Toot's good at Phasmo. Watch Phasmo. Okay, so I think that is it from me. Thank you guys so much for being here. I super appreciate it. Toot's gonna be back with Ghost Church tomorrow morning. I am gonna be back Monday afternoon with co-working. And then, yeah, the schedule's going to go up Sunday as usual. So thank you everyone who joined us here on Twitch and also on YouTube. Mike saying goodbye. Thanks for the fun stream today, and goodbye to folks on Facebook. Fantastic. Yeah. Thank you guys. This was fun. Thank you to everyone who picked a tattoo, who just hung out and chat. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy. Okay, so that's going to be it for me. We are going to raid out. I'm just going to put the raid commands in chat there. If you are subbed, copy and paste the first one. If you're not subbed, copy and paste the second one. And let's see who else is online. Valkyrie is online, but she's playing chaotic Phasmo, so let's find a new friend. Goodness. Alright, speaking of co-working, we are going to go hang out with Blue-Eyed Cat. They are doing some cross-stitch co-working. So if you've got stuff to do on this Saturday morning, go hang out with them. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for being with me. I will see you in the coffee shop. I will see you in early Sunny Pillow. I will see you in the Discord server, but most importantly, I will see you in my heart. All right. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.